have you ever wondered what it would be like if Hercules and steampunk Jack the Ripper fought each other?
No.
Well, Ragnarok Season 2 has that for us.
When it went into this season and that we already knew what the fight was going to be, I was like, I'm not sure how they're going to pull this off and make them like the other fights.
Amazing. Some quality entertainment. It went the way I wanted it to go.
You wanted Jack to win.
Absolutely. Because he was a murderer. He was a serial killer. And I'm like, how are they going to make this guy, which they gave him a lot more abilities, because he could fly and jump and fight, but I don't know if he could back then. But anyway, it was, yeah, absolutely. I wanted the bad guy to win, but he was doing it for the right reason.
So what I like about Record of Ragnarok is not necessarily, because in season 1, it wasn't so much the fights. It was the stories of the characters and then bringing it back to the fight to give weight to the scene, right?
The whole build-up.
Show is the backstory of each character, to me. And that I liked about this fight, but the actual fight itself I thought was the worst one. I was just like, Hercules should be able to like just
it was like watching
Jack
WWE to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The other fights just felt like they had more weight to them. It wasn't bad.
Jack the Ripper has a poor reputation.
Yeah.
I think it was just a unique pick.
Yeah, it just was, to me, it wasn't as good as the other three.
A history's winner, but loser in our eyes. You know what I mean?
If I ranked them, this would be 4th. But it doesn't mean it was bad, because I still really thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Oh, and then here's the thing, though. We're talking about the last fights. We're going to go back and talk about all the other ones, because we missed we got to recap the fights. We want to go over Season 2 fights. And right now, we're starting with Season 2, and don't trash it yet. You haven't seen the end one yet.
Spoiler alert, this one to me is the 4th.
Will it be the 5th?
Of the 4th, I don't know. I hope not.
I doubt it. But, no, I think you're going to like, because, you know, halfway through, I'm on episode 5 where you meet the god killers, and we meet Buddha, who I don't really like their interpretation of.
I was on the fence until I saw how intense he was, and I was like, okay, if you're going to give me that level of intensity, I'll take the...
And do you know what I went to go find? You know those lollipops he were eating? I went to go try to find them. They're real.
When we were in school, they used to sell them.
Yep. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. And now I got to see how good these are, because I've seen them in a lot of things. They're a very popular thing. But I'm like, all right, he's eating that. Then he stabbed a dude in his hand with it. I'm like, all right, that's pretty good.
This is exactly the show I want when we're watching a lot of other serious stuff, to just turn my brain off and just like have like be entertained.
If you didn't stop me, I was watching the whole thing.
Yeah,
I was in one sitting. I don't do that, because they end it like, you want to know what happens. You want to know what happens. And, you know, simple questions, but great answers.
Yeah.
Is it the answer you wanted? Like, you know, did you think Jack the Ripper, like, he was a liar? He was a snake? He did it well? Hercules was very honorable, which is probably a fault. And then, but you had them two. It was like, you just didn't, that never happened in my brain. In my brain, I never pit those two together. So somebody decided that was a good idea, and I loved it.
It's very comic booky. Like the way they tell the story.
So good.
I definitely like this show for sure.
And I can't wait.
The backstories are what make the show for me. And we didn't even talk about it yet. The animation is so much better than season 1. There were a lot of scenes in season 1 that were just stills with very few things.
I know, you hate on that.
And this season is already better for me than season 1 was.
The only thing I don't like about it will be 2 fights, not 3.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was told. I read something.
That makes sense. I was wondering. I thought this was going to be 3 episodes. I'm going to episode 5. Like, okay. I guess I thought the season was going to be longer, but it's not.
No, I think it's 10.
I didn't even look to see how many episodes came out or anything.
I think it's 10, and it's the first 5. It's half. Because you got to and then I think that means season 3's coming.
Oh, I'm sure. I think the show's actually pretty popular, so.
Well, I hope it is, and let us know what you guys think.
Yeah. So that was Hercules versus Jack the Ripper.
Bing bing.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was.
I just think season 1's all 3. Even better.
I mean, yes, the fights were. If I had to pick, a little higher, because I think we're just gonna, obviously Jack the Ripper's not gonna be the best fight.
So I don't even know the next group of episodes. I know Buddha is involved. That's all I know.
The Buddha's, I've learned that Buddha's the last fight, but that's how the season will
end. But you don't know who Buddha fights?
No.
Okay, yeah, so I don't either. So
my guess would be Loki.
Well,
if I had to put it out right now, then he's going to represent the humans, Buddha.
Right.
Because all those humans stood up to like protect them. Unless they make Buddha fight. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
All right.
We have one more fight to get through.
After that's over, we'll come back. We'll do that review as well, and then we're going to rank all the fights.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jack the Ripper.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.